So I just feel like I'm so mixed up. There's so much pain that I'm indecisive. It's like I can't make decisions about the simplest things. I've been trying to keep busy all day long, but I still have like this freaking chasing energy. And a friend of mine invited me to come up here in one of these settlements. It's a really nice place. There's this jam session, and he's been trying to contact me in the last few days to meet up with me, and I haven't been able to bring myself. It's not a romantic. I don't think that he's much younger than I am. We did we had a good connection. We did when I did that ceremony on the Jordan River back in June, then he was there and we had a good connection. And he's tried to connect up with me a couple of times since then. And I just don't feel up to it. And so I started to get ready to go. I took a shower. I was going to go. And then I decided, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not up to it. And so then I sent him a message. I'm not up to it. And so then I went out for a hike and I went again to the spring. And when I got there, I couldn't even get out of the car. I was depressing. I saw some people there that I know, and they were having like a picnic, and I don't know, everything there just reminds me of my twin. And so I just turned around and I decided, okay, well, then I am going to go to the singing, to that jam. So then I drove back home. I put the dogs at home and I got dressed and I left the house and I got down far enough, like down just a little ways down below the house. And I decided, no, why am I going? That I need to be sitting in this. I need to be sitting in this pain for a while to dissipate it, not keep on trying to run away from it, not to keep on trying to, dissolve it or make it gone before it's gone. Or like, okay, so I would go up there and what? And put on a happy face or try to drown out my feelings or what? See, I'm hiking up to that cave up there. It's almost dark already. I don't even know if I should hike all the way up. I just feel like exerting myself a little bit. And then, so I decided that I'm going to take the dogs. Like, all of this took, I don't know, it's like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, should I almost sent him a message, okay, I'm on my way. But then I decided, okay, I'm not going to send him a message that I'm on my way. And so I just keep on going back and forth and back and forth. And I feel like I'm just like a shambles. I'm just like a shambles. I went over to my parents' house today and at least I painted some plates. My daughter went over that alcohol book again. She said that she wanted to edit it. I think it was the first time that she ever really sat down and read it. And she edited it and sent me the edited version. So I need to sit down. I want to sit down and go over that tonight and get that out. And then I was thinking also, like, I'm going to run up. My car isn't running that great. I'm going to go up to, it's about a 40-minute drive. Yesterday I was out. I got home like probably around 9 after being at the hot springs yesterday. So I'm going to be out every night. I have kids. My kids are home. I feel like I'm just like barely holding it together. If I even feel like I'm not, I don't really even feel like I'm holding it together. It's just that everything is such a blur. Today is what, Tuesday? Everything happened on Saturday. And then Sunday I didn't see him, and then yesterday was Monday I saw him, and today is Tuesday. So it's like, I don't know, it feels like it was eons ago. It feels like so much time has passed since then. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing that it feels like so much time passed. I'm so sick of these crying videos too, but this is it. This is the saga. Freaking saga. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. I didn't ask for this. It doesn't matter. I didn't ask for this. I feel like he came into my life and he knew what he was doing. And then at the same time, like, if I'm fair, I don't see any other way. I don't see any other way of it happening because, I don't know. It just seemed like he was indifferent when I saw him. It seemed like for him, it was just like indifferent. He could take it or leave it. It didn't move him much. And I'm not saying, not like I want him to be sitting in pain, but I'm just saying it doesn't feel even. It doesn't feel even, and I don't feel like, not that I don't feel like it's fair, like somebody's doing something to me or something like that. It just feels like so crappy. I didn't ask for this in my life. I know that people would say, yeah, your soul asked for it when it came into this world and all of that. But I'm just saying what I feel right now. And I know that I'm like blurting out things, just like I blurted out to my twin. I blurted out that I was feeling like I was being used. I just blurted it. Because that's how I get. I get like, and then I blurt. There's an owl over there hooting. I've seen that owl before because it flies back in between this cave up here and over there. I've seen it. Now it's over there. It's massive. Its wings must be like at least 1.5 meters wide. It's massive. It's like a grayish kind of color. I probably should start hiking out of here because it looks a lot lighter in the video than it really is. It's darker than that. The sun has already gotten down. And there's barely a moon. I feel like I keep on saying and repeating the same old things, the same old things. I just hurting so bad. And before I was sitting and I was feeling like, it's like I'm going in between these dimensions. There's the dimension where when I flip over into the other dimension, then I feel empowered. I feel like there's like this other dimension that is like it's like you pass through, you go through all the pain, like intensify the pain. I feel like it's radiating out from me, like I'm radiating out this big, I don't know how to explain it. Like radiation is like going out of me, and then a big wind will come, like to show to. It almost feels like. I know it sounds funny, but it's like I'm playing with the elements. It's like the elements are coming in around me when I radiate out this pain, and then it comes back to me. It goes shoo, back inside of me, and then all of a sudden there's like a still for a minute. There's like a still. It's like I'm coming into this, and then when I'm in that still, what I see is that everything is bent into me, like time and matter, and it's like I'm one point, and as I move through, everything is bending towards me. Everything is like all time, matter, space, energy. Everything is like around me, in sync with me, and relevant to me. Kind of. It's like I am the center of the universe. It almost feels like, but it's not only me, because I can see how others energetically, it's something that I see in my like in this other dimension, in energetically, I can see that other people are also moving around in the same. It's like if you had like a spider web almost, but it's different than a spider web. It's like spread out in like in kind of like in the flower of life. It looks like kind of like that, circles and circles and circles that are all intertwined, and they keep on going and going and going. And when one person is in one place, it's all magnetizing towards them, and they're moving through it, but other people are moving through it in the same manner. But it seems like that most people are unaware of it, so they're just kind of flighting around and moving around all over the place. And then I can also see how when you're in this plane, that the earth is flat. It's like flat, but dimensional at the same time, but everything comes to this one point, and as you're moving around, the point is moving around with you. And when I'm in that space, when I'm seeing that, then all of the human experience is just like a platform. It's like a platform for that dimension to play out on. So it's irrelevant. So all of the pain and all of the that is just like, it's just like part of the experience. You see, here comes a big wind. It's a massive wind. And that would be like reassurance. There are signs everywhere. When you start reading the signs of the universe, when you get out into nature and you start reading the signs, and the universe starts talking to you through signs, then it's like learning a whole language. There are signs all around you. You're interacting with the birds. You hear the birds? You're interacting with the birds and with the animals and with the stones and with the trees and with the wind and with the light and with the everything. You're interacting with everything, and everything is interacting with you. It becomes like a game. I think that during this video, I went from one dimension into another, because I can feel myself right now sitting in the different dimension. This is the dimension where channeling comes through. See, here comes another wind. I'm sitting in that solid place right now. And when I started this video, I wasn't. I was sitting in my human being. Because right now I'm able to see this other dimension so clearly that I'm able to explain it and pinpoint, and I can feel the movement through it. It's like when you understand this dimension, then it's empowering, because you can first of all see the connection between you and everything else around you, and see that you have power in it, because you are the player. You are it all. When you are sitting in your center, and when you're not sitting in your center, it's regardless, the everything is bending. Everything, all of the light, matter, energy, everything is bending towards your pinpoint, and you have a pinpoint, and everything is bending inwards towards you. And as you move through it, it's bending and moving with you. And so we're like this magnet, and everything is around us is drawn to us and from us. So we're also like a magnet, but we also produce a frequency, and each of us have our own frequency that we put out into this massive, like, cobweb. You could call it a cobweb. And we have consciousness, so we're aware of what we are doing. And I can see that we have a powerful pull and push. Whereas when you look at the plants and other beings have less of a powerful pull or push. And oh, and here comes a big wind. And you can see that there are also other beings all around us. There are light beings and there are darker beings, and they're all around us. And they kind of work through the network. They're kind of work through the network because they don't have matter in this platform. So they can be in the platform, but they are like a whisper. You can hear them like a whisper. And you can see them energetically. When you go into this higher dimension, or this different dimension, I should say, it's a different dimension. It's a paradox, because it's a dimension of more awareness, but also less awareness. It's less awareness of the it's a paradox. These other beings move through this network, and they can interact with us because we're connected to the network. If we leave ourselves open and accessible, then they come in, and then they can get expression through us. They're like they can enter into us, and they can overtake our beings if we're not strong beings, and if we leave and if we leave our energy field unguarded. It's back to the genies. Okay, I need to hike off this mountain. It's already getting dark. And the moon is like very small today. I feel like I'm passing over between this dimension and that dimension. Like when there's so much pain that you go through, so much pain and anguish, it's like a buzz, a really strong buzz, and it gets so loud, the buzz, that it pushes you over. And it's kind of like this dimension where I was saying, where you are a pinpoint and everything is magnetized to you and also leaving out of you. It's like a flow when you keep the flow open, but you can also protect your flow. You decide what you allow into your flow and what you don't. And I feel like it almost seems like this portal into this other dimension is almost like a black hole. Like a black hole would work, where there's a spiraling in, there's a spiraling out on the other side, which is the opposite spiral. But there's a spiraling in, and it goes faster and faster and faster and faster. It's like that buzz that you get when you start like from intense pain, and you start, and you get this mind buzz, and then you're shot into this other dimension where everything is just calm. There is no pain. But I'm 1 foot here, 1 foot there, because I say there is no pain, and then I felt the tinge of pain come up. That means that I'm still in this dimension. So I have to get off this mountain. The doggies are here. Okay, so thank you for watching.